Hello, hello. Grown black folks talk out on a glorious spring day. Back out on the climb on a very peaceful and happy day for me. If y'all remember my content from last week, I shared with you my deep sadness over some ridiculous situations that I'm dealing with in person, in the community, and also just looking at online behavior. It grieves me greatly. And one of the reasons it grieves me greatly is that I know how much better we can be with this. Men, women, and children. And I left Friday, made my content, got on with things, setting up for a great deal of stuff that needed to happen this week. Now, by personality, unless I am physically incapacitated, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Sad or not, as much as I can. I don't have a lot of quit in me. I just don't have that. But unless I see that it will cost more for the people that I care about to keep going. Sometimes you do have to do what's called a tactical retreat. Sometimes. It does happen. But I don't have a lot of quitting. I'm something of a juggernaut. I will keep going. However sad, however discouraged, believing, calling on the Lord that give me the strength to do what I have at that moment. No desire, scarcely any energy to do. So I would have come back today either way. Found something to talk about and move forward. But the Lord was gracious and merciful to me because yesterday, all day, I saw black people at their best. Men, women, and children. Moving forward and receiving the reward of doing the right things. Some of the men were men that we, at this point, where black women are right now, would write off forever. But see, as a Christian, I believe in redemption. And this man has put in a decade of a comeback. More than a decade, almost 2. I've known him 16 years. His family has almost grown up with me. I have been their teacher for that long. And yesterday, his entire family, his church family, came out to honor him. He was ordained as a deacon. My father, the older deacons of the church, have been mentoring him all this time. They themselves have taken more education in order to be able to serve the church and the community better. And so this younger man has now joined their ranks. It was beautiful to see. He had a public examination, which is the practice of the Baptist church, and he passed with such flying colors that the 2 ministers who came to examine him said, well, normally we would depart to deliberate, but y'all already know he passed with flying colors. That's a formality. We're going to skip that. He passed. It was beautiful to see, particularly since when he began, my father helped to teach this man how to read. He had his scripture together. You know what I'm saying? He was able to summarize it. One of the deacons who trained him was in an accident and couldn't make it, but called in to be there to congratulate him. It was beautiful to see men mentoring men and also what that does for the women and the children. Now, my pastor had preached that morning about, we know that this is Women's History Month, so it's important to remember that with the reason we have like Black History Week and then Black History Month, we know that all year that history is being overlooked, but this is a parallel. We know that women have been the backbone of the community the whole time, but in a patriarchy, men want to rule cruelly over women, and they also want to reign over other men as gods. He just said it. He said, but we are not. That is not what Christ is about. Now, for those of you who have been in the summer Bible study from last year, Jesus, John, and Women, you already know this. We showed it and proved it from the book of John. True Christianity allows for redemption and for growth and for men and women to be their very best selves together with their children. And that is what I saw yesterday. And then I got home and in a general environment, in a safe place for black women together exclusively, I saw black women building each other up. I was doing my midnight oil and happened to just look in, and it was beautiful, and I didn't need to say anything. I didn't need to get involved. I'm at the age now where it's just like, hey, I don't need to be in everything. I got enough. If y'all got this, y'all got this. It was the most beautiful day. And I told the Lord, I needed this. Thank you. Because this is the thing. I know and will walk by faith. This is why I cannot divest or give up on my people. I know how great we can be with everything we have to overcome. And yeah, maybe it happens a decade later for some of us because of this than people think it should. But we've got stuff to overcome that other groups of people don't have to overcome. But it can happen. I know this as surely as I'm sitting here. I've seen it enough times. It gives me so much energy. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It gives me so much energy. Now these spring allergies. I'm sitting in a beautiful vista with cherry trees blooming and all this stuff. And yeah, we're about to bring this video to an end because I'm sitting at the wrong spot. Although you can hear them. Listen to those birds singing. It's spring, y'all, but these allergies won't let me be great for too long right here. I have so much energy to see our people, 4 generations. When he was ordained, normally they have the elders in the church, patriarchal practices that it be only the men. At El Bethel, when they had the elders lay on hands, also our oldest deaconesses came, and they were involved to show that the whole community is putting its faith in this man who has proved himself for years before his actual ordination. We physically can tangibly look at the community, we can look at his family, we can look at the church building and see how much better it is because he has been there working. And all of them came together and passed this torch to someone who's middle-aged, which in my church is a big deal. And I saw his wife, his mother, his siblings, his aunts, his children, his daughters. All of them, all of us, in this moment of seeing the right people doing the right thing. And like I said, I got home and saw more. I know when we decide to do what is right and to be consistent, I know how wonderful it can be. And that's why I can't give up. And that's why today I am happy. Now there's stuff going on I can talk about. But I made it a point this weekend not to get involved. I made a point this weekend to live in this world instead of all the foolishness that we are in online. That is not reality. Not entirely. Well, we got music going on, so let me not get that copyright strike. But y'all got the point. Talk to you soon. Bye.